Hi everyone, I am Nanaragudu, a BS3 Social Studies student from Negros Oriental State University Shotton Campus, and today I will going to present to you my pre-recorded video presentation entitled The Three Types of Leadership. So before we're going to enumerate the three different types of leadership, let me first define what is leadership. So it encompasses the ability of an individual or group or organizations to lead, influence, or guide other individuals, team, or the entire organizations. So we as future educators, we ourselves are leaders, and we ourselves should be responsible enough to become leaders, and every leader has different strategies of managing their teams. That is, as we should be able to become dynamic and ability to adapt the very most changing situations in every aspect of our daily participation as a leader. While some leaders take a more hands-on approach, others are more willing to let their team members figure things out on their own. With determining what kind of leader you want to be, so assess the needs of your team and the organizations or the people you are holding to. So now the question is, what are the three types of leadership? So there are three types of leadership: the authoritarian leadership, the participative leadership, and the delegative leadership. So for now, we're going to discuss the authoritarian leadership. What is it and what is all about? So when we say authoritarian leadership, so authoritarian leadership is also called autocratic leadership. It is when you have full control over team decisions. So you are the one controlling every decisions of your group. Rather than consulting your team members, you make every decision your own. Another authoritarian leader carefully manages their team's work and pay close attention to whether each person is meeting their expectations. So in here, the leader is the brain of the group, in which he or she is the one controlling the decisions of every organization's move. So while this kind of leadership is beneficial for roles where you need to make quick decisions, so it also limits how involve you in your team members, in which team members can be able to speak out. So when you are making decisions based on your own ideas and beliefs, you may have a more narrow point of view. So this kind of leaders rarely learn from others' perspective and opinions. So when we say authoritative leadership, so there is no point for the members to suggest things, because all the decisions will be coming from and will be followed by the authoritarian leader. So for example, if you are a leader and you are an authoritarian leader, and if you want to make the decisions must be to follow. Your decision must be to follow. So this is quite a very solitary kind of leadership. So the next type of leadership is the participative leadership. So when we say participative leadership, so participative leadership is also called the democratic leadership. So it is when you are a leader who encourages your team members to speak up if they have an idea or questions. So this probably the participative leadership is the opposite of authoritative leadership. It is all because you are letting the members to speak up and gather information in order to decide for your group. You are not the only one who will going to decide what would be the move of the organization or the group. So when you are a participative leader, you understand what you can learn a lot from the others for your members. Before making an important decision, these kind of leaders tend to consult their team first. So a participative leader is open to feedback and group discussion in order to make a decision that pleases everyone. So the decision would be, so most probably like our country is a democratic country. So every decision must be cultivated from every members, from the lowest to the high, before it will be generalized or being approved. So employees who are managed by a participative leader tend to feel valued at work by listening to what your team members have to say. So this is a very, for me, this is a very best type of leadership because you are not only one who will going to decide for the group. Maybe this will also always bring success towards the organization. So you are showing that you respect and support what they have and what they will to share. They will going to share. One thing participative leaders need to be mindful of choosing is what's best for the group rather than solely their team. You need to keep in mind that each of your team members has different area of expertise and credentials. So meaning, as future educators, we knew that every students that we have has multiple types of intelligences. So in which they cannot be manipulated, just like authoritative type of leadership, in which you will be manipulating the decisions of the team for your own. Unlike the participative leadership, you will be encouraging every member of your team to participate. So next to the participative leadership is the delegative leadership. So what is delegative leadership? So delegative leadership is also called the laissez-faire leadership. So it is when you give your team members a lot of independence and freedom. So this is usually similar to participative leadership. With this kind of leadership, the hierarchy of your team is less defined. So there is no such thing as you have high rank, low rank. There is no like that. So every team members is equal. Well, your team members can go to you for help, but you will also expect them to figure out a lot of things on their own. So since you are letting your members be free to decide, then since this is hands-off management approach, so delegative leaders allow their team members to make their own decisions and trust that everyone can manage their own workflow. So probably this is another one a very good type of leadership, because you are allowing your members to be as well leaders. So we leaders should always be, shall I say, members as well. We cannot say that if we are a leader already, then we have the decisions, we have the right to do things over the others. So as leaders, we must show every ethical responsibilities towards our members. So in delegative leadership, while some employees thrive of shaping a less structured work environment, others may feel like they need more guidance. So as if you are a delegative leader, you still need to be mindful of what support and resources your team members need, unless you find team of your determined and focused individuals. So laissez-faire leadership can lead to less productivity and personal responsibility, but if every members of the team, including you as a leader, work hard and work out, nothing is impossible to happen. Everything would be successful. So next, I have a question. Since we already determined the 3 types of leadership, why do teams need leaders? Here it goes. Teams often comprises of multi-talented individuals who have the right skills and expertise to deliver results. But most of organizations or teams or groups still choose a team leader to direct the energy of the members for more effectiveness. So this just means that if there is no leader, probably the group will always be scattered and there is no harmony and unity among the group organization, and this may lead to probably a failure towards the goal of the group. What is the importance of leadership? So the leadership is a vital management function that helps to direct an organization's resources for improved efficiency and achievement of goals. When we say leadership, it's also since it also includes some resource or financial handling. So when there is no leader, there might be probably things that will not work out, and worse, your organizations or your group will probably fail to achieve your goals. Aside from that, it is also the importance of leaders that effective leaders provide clarity of purpose, motivate and guide the organizations to realize its mission. So if there is a leader, there should always be he is the one enlightens the members or making the members stick together to answer or to achieve their goals. Leadership serves several functions crucial to the success of an organization. So one of the most important functions of leader is to provide a vision for the group or team. The leader explains the vision and what members of the organization must do to achieve it. So as future educators, we should always, if ever we are in team organizations, we should lead our group or our organizations towards what is our goals and visions in order to achieve. Because if we as leaders don't really tell our members what is really our goals, that is impossible to achieve. Leadership is important for the success of an organization because it provides, as what I have said, guidance, purpose, and helps others understand the long-term strategies and goals of a business. Because it is hard if there is no leader in an organization. If everyone is a leader, then the struggle will be very real towards the group. There is no unity, as what I have said earlier. And that is all for my report for the 3 types of leadership. I hope you've understand and learned something out of my pre-recorded video presentation. Once again, this is Ronel Aragudo, a BSed 3 Social Studies student, living a saying, a leader leads and a member follows, and the success will go through.